Greetings and salutations, tube dwellers. Welcome back to Starcraft 2, Heart of the Swarm. I've got a professional replay for you here that we're going to go over. The map is Aquilon Wastes. Hey-oh. The professional players' names are being revealed to you right now, but I'll give them the official introduction, spawning in the top left-hand corner. From Team PK, we have the Protoss player, AcRo. His opponent, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, the Blue Terran on Team Empire, Happy. You have to forgive me for the slightly underwhelming camera work. I actually still have not figured out why my scroll wheel doesn't work, why my scroll wheel doesn't zoom in. Oh, AcRo. Oh, you crazy guy. Did he see that? I think Happy might have spotted that. He was selecting this SCV, however that SCV I think is on a hotkey. Yeah, that's his number one SCV. So it could have just been selection through spam. His camera could have not quite latched onto that. And AcRo, you cheeky little guy, look at this. Gates in the base. I don't think Happy has any clue. I think he'd be doing some stuff by now. I think he might be chasing this probe with a worker at the very least, if not pulling workers to attack this pylon. That sounds like a possibility. I'm not sure what the right answer is. I feel like a bunker could probably keep Happy alive against this. Oh, Happy's gonna spot it, and here it is. The gateway's up inside y'all base, Happy. Second barracks is going to be his response. Interesting. And AcRo back at home. The gas has gone down. He's got another pylon coming up. It looks like he wants to do a cybernetics core follow-up. Of course, the gas makes clear indication of this, but also the single gateway. If you don't do a cybernetics core follow-up, then you should, by all means, do a second gateway. AcRo's going to try to use his probe to throw Happy off a little bit. Happy's orbital command is actually going to be a little bit slower, but that's totally fine because he's already got the second racks almost complete. The first Marine is now done and ready to go, and Happy should be able to use a couple SCVs. Oh, there was a casualty. I was going to say Happy should be able to use a couple SCVs to pretty perfectly fend off this Zealot, but that may not be the case. There's a second Zealot on the way. Happy's got to be really careful. He's got two Marines, but two Marines are no challenge for two Zealots. These two Zealots will hammer through those two Marines. And Happy's kind of in a dangerous spot. If he loses too many SCVs here, this could be over fast. Nice, though. He's going to use a combination of SCVs and Marines, and he's going to kill the Zealots with super efficiency. So far, he's lost no Marines. He's lost just two workers. Really got to commend him there. Another Zealot does come out. The Zealot's going to instantly go for the weak Marine, but he's not going to get it. Happy knows now he can even just micro a Marine or two and pull it off. Another Zealot. Oh, getting another SCV kill. We're up to 3 now. That puts our worker count, still roughly even. Considering the Mule, I think the Terran here, Happy, is not going to have any trouble keeping up with AcRo at all. But there is now a Stalker out. Oh, man. He knows he's got to get the pylon. He's going to focus it first. The SCVs finish it off. He's going to lose a couple Marines to this Stalker. But there are still too many Marines, so they're going to chase the Stalker out of there. With perfect micro, a Stalker's one additional range and better movement speed could kite Marines forever, at least with no kind of cliff sight like what we have right here. No ramp to make him have to get closer before making his shot. But it takes some pretty ridiculous attention to be able to micro perfectly. So we have a command center and a nexus going down. We may just quiet up and move on into a macro game here. AcRo watching his Stalker very closely. Happy's going to try to move out and catch a little damage on it. Oh, and a pause. Apparently there was some lag. Nobody confesses, so nobody drops. I assume there are probably a number of spectators in this game. Oh, yeah. All kinds of spectators. I think this match was streamed. Which reminds me, this is from the Kaspersky Arena from September of 2013. So this is a little over a week old. Not a very old replay at all, though. And this is from the finals And I've got a number of other games also from the finals. I believe this is not the only series I'll be casting. This game is the first in a best of 5. All of the final games of the Kaspersky Arena were best of 5s. Happy, getting back to the game, is putting on some good pressure here. He had a couple Raxes early, so he's going to use them. He's even got a Marauder in the mix, and Concussive Shells is researched. This is going to be very nasty for the Stalkers. They've got to be really careful. AcRo doesn't have enough to defend this Nexus. Is he going to forfeit the Nexus, or is Happy going to go into the main and just win? AcRo's going to start chrono boosting an Immortal. He does have one Warp Gate finished, so he's got a Warp in he could use right now, and he just had to use the Photon Overcharge on his main Nexus. That leaves the Natural vulnerable, and now Happy can come down here, and after taking out that Mothership Core, it didn't have enough energy for another Photon Overcharge anyway, but now it's dead. There's definitely no Photon Overcharge coming. Happy should be able to take out this base. He's rallying in more troops, and his macro is unhindered. Absolutely nothing stepping in his way. Whereas everything of Happy's is stepping into AcRo's way. Now, there is an Immortal up, but there's still a lot of bio here. Happy's going to do a little bit of step micro. He's going to get right up in the face of that Immortal and take it out in a second. Even a couple probes. I don't see AcRo coming back from this, and neither does he. There's the GG. AcRo goes out the game. Game 1 of the best of 5 down. Let's move on to game number 2. Stay tuned, Tube Dwellers.